So, you are the boss, responsible for projects, but not directly involved in their execution. And your team is going to use the PlanMinder. That is great, but what does that mean for you? Assuming that you already have watched the introduction, you already know the general benefits of using the PlanMinder. In this video, we will show the parts of the PlanMinder you are likely to use the most. This is the priority view. Here, you define how projects will be prioritized. All projects must have at least one milestone marked as a prio point. These are listed on the left side, with the highest priority at the top. On the right, you see when this milestone is likely to be reached. This is shown as a box plot. There is 10% or less chance that the milestone will be reached before the left whisker, and at least 90% probability that it will be completed before the right whisker, based on the uncertainties and risks defined in the project plans. If the milestone is a deadline, you can see the calculated probability that it will be reached in time. If you change priorities, the calculations will be updated and you can immediately see the effect it will have. You can switch tab to see the results as dates in a table instead. The Availability tab shows you how work is scheduled on all developers. The bar center shows the schedule based on the most likely outcome of every single activity, and the gradient background how likely it is that they will have scheduled work on any given date. This overview gives you an indication if it may be possible to optimize plans by reassigning work, or if there is one special skill that becomes a bottleneck. The PlanMinder has a tool for project reports. Reports are made up of discrete elements, some auto-generated and some with written text. You should define what you want your project managers to include in the reports. The Active Projects overview shows the most recent report for all active projects. You can expand one report at a time, or you can choose to expand one type of element for all reports. If you select a specific project, you can see all reports written for this project. The other tabs in this view lets you explore project history on a more detailed level, or research other aspects of the work being done by your team. The PlanMinder can be used to keep records of all work done. You can set up what is called ongoing projects to track work that is not part of any project. Work for general meetings, education, IT problems, and whatever you think is worth keeping track of. The Kairos view contains all project plans. The different view modes for projects can give you an overview of its current status, especially the remaining time and progress view modes. Pull the divider to the right to reveal a table and a graph mode. Here you have access to, among other things, budget information for the project. All time for the project, schedulable or not, is included with uncertainties. If you have set up different costs for team members, you can view this information as costs instead of hours. The Kairos view is also a good place to find where the biggest uncertainties and risks come from. If the uncertainty is too big, it may be a good idea to set aside time to do more investigation before you make major commitments. There is more to the PlanMinder than this, but these are the high-level tools you are most likely to be using. If you want to know more, check out the other videos in this series and visit the resources page on the planminder.com.